Hello everyone, this is Vicky, StitchnButton, and I am back. Let's see, what's today's date? The 10th of October, and this is video number 91. I am trying to get a lot of stuff done, and I almost forgot about doing my video, so let's get this going. I don't have any finishes this week. I did some stitching, but not a lot. I have not pulled out everything out of their bags, so I will be doing that while I talk. So, I have been very excited to get to go to Stitch West, and I'm not packed at all. I have stuff that I'm taking to my girls, and that's all together, but technically packed, no. The suitcase is there, and the bags are there, and I have not decided on what whips I'm taking. I do know that I'm not going to take a full coverage for sure. And I want to take some simpler things to stitch on, because let's be real, it's going to be people and talking and laughing, and I won't be getting a lot of stitching done anyway, and the stitching I do will need to be pretty much brainless. So I am going to take what I'm calling my power tower. Basically, I have a tower that holds 9 plugs and 4 USB ports, has a longer cord, because I'm hearing that there aren't receptacles in the floor. So I'm going to take that so we can all plug in, because we'll have tablets and want to charge our phones and stuff, and lights. As far as lights go, I have a clip-on. I have a light that folds up, but I'm not comfortable with taking that with me. So I guess I'll just have to take my clip-on light and make sure that I have it charged up. It charges up by a USB port, old Android type thing. What else am I taking? I'm taking my iPad and my tablet, because my tablet has, maybe I won't have to. Live thoughts. I don't think I have to take my tablet, because I don't think there's anything on there that I need to stitch from. So that's one less thing. So I'll take my iPad and my phone. Yeah. Tools. Tools. I know somebody had asked about what tools I'll be taking. I have, where is it? A bag. Oh my goodness. I told you I wasn't ready, didn't I? So, okay. So I have a bag. This is like a to-go bag. I made it a while ago. I made one for me and one for my friend Gina. And it's got pockets. And it's got all kinds of stuff. I have scissors. I have a corner gauge. I've got fabric gauge. I've got this great little needle book that I've gotten from Sherry, Stitching with the Dots, and her husband made it. So it's got needles in it. Plus, I have beeswax in here, which I don't usually use too much beeswax. I'm glad I went in here, because apparently I didn't put my highlighters back in here. I've got a pencil. I've got some Thread Heaven. I've got a plug to my clip-on light. I've got another pair of scissors. These ones. I've got tons of needles. A seam ripper. I've got way too much in here. This is, when EJ saw it, she's like, you just keep on pulling out more things. These are needles. These are 24s, and these are 26s. And yeah, that's about it. So now I need to make sure I put highlighters in there, so I'll just put that off to the side. I have highlighters here to put in. So I'll take that. And then all my projects pretty much have everything in them except for scissors. So we're good. And the Q-snap, which I can take like a small and a 11 by 11 and I'll be good. And your guess is as good as mine as to what I'm going to take to stitch on. I don't even have a partial clue at this point. But let's get to what I actually did stitch on. I did some stitching for The Walking Dead. And it's basically whatever I want to stitch on, so we're good with that. And I also have been saying I wasn't sure how I wanted to stitch this year, and it's subject to change as to what I stitch and when I start things and stuff like that. But for right now, what I did was I put all of my whips onto one wheel, and I've been spinning the wheel. Now, with that being said, I can't commit to 1,000 stitches on each one because I think it'd be a little too daunting and I won't want to do it. But I am committing to 500 stitches on each one. Doesn't mean I can't stitch anything else. It just means that here's the next one that I need to put 500 stitches in. And I think I'm on like the 4th one now. So that's good. I also had made a wheel with all my full coverage, but I haven't instituted that yet because I think I wanted to get more done on my full coverage, although the full coverage are on my original whip wheel anyway. One of the things I spun was the New York City Twin Tower scene. This one is from Stitch and Joel's design on Etsy, and I started it on 9/11, and I'm stitching it on Mirage, and I'm trying to look for the count. 32 count Mirage from Picture This Plus. I started on the lower right-hand corner, and I was able to put another 500 stitches in, which ended up being a lot of fill-in and some blue. So I did a lot of fill-in. I think I even did some of this in here. It's all blues. This is even like a really light blue, but it's all that water that's under there. And I think this right here, if I'm not mistaken, is the beginning of this in here, of this situation at the end of the bridge and the building. So I was happy to be able to get some stitches in, and I had to laugh because the ones I spun were ones that I pretty much had already recently stitched on, and my reasoning for doing the wheel was to make sure I was touching stuff that I wasn't stitching on, that I was sort of veering away from or avoiding for one reason or another. I still have yet to figure out if there's any that I definitely don't want to finish or stitch on from my last go through when I got rid of 2 of the Hades. But so far so good. Alright, so there's one. Another one I stitched on was the bookshelf. That is one by Little House Needleworks. I have a copy here. I am using all DMC colors. That's what it looks like. I am stitching this on, I think I wrote it down, lamb's wool. 32 count lamb's wool Joblin. I don't even know where I got the fabric from, but it's just a nice neutral color with no modeling or anything, which is fine. And here's where I got. Basically, I had, I think, the and the letter B done. I finished the word bookshelf. I also had Austin B down here, and I finished all the rest of that lettering. And then I put the gold in on these end books. That gold, I decided, instead of using DMC, I went and pulled out this diamond from DMC instead of the color effects or metallic that the 5282 that they called for. I'm using one strand of this over 2. and it's not bad. I'm using shorter lengths. As usual, you use shorter lengths with any kind of metallics, just because they do get frayed, and it goes through the whole rougher, and so the ends get all messed up. Alright. I also spun to work on 12 Days of Christmas. Again, like I said, it was stuff that I had already stitched on. But it's okay. 12 Days of Christmas is a freebie from Plum Street Samplers. It is, if you go to her blog and you look on the right-hand side, there's links to special things that she's got posted. It's under, like, the Sunday Mystery Sampler. This is hashtag PS 12 Days Sal. And I am stitching it on 40 count. I do believe it's oaken from Picture This Plus. I'm using one thread over 2 stitches. And with the 500 stitches, it might have even been slightly more because I had finished up everything over here. But I started here and put all that in. 2 turtle doves. Yeah, it was 2 turtle doves. It's because it's for the second day. I had to sit here. I just paused and had that whole song go through my head real quick. Anyway, it is a freebie. It's still available. You can download it. I don't know. There's a letter A written on there that I never noticed before. So I got in 500 stitches, or a little bit more. Next. I worked on Wish Upon a Star. This one's from Connie G's Designs on Etsy. I don't know if she has her designs up anymore. I am stitching it on 28 count Vintage Country Mocha Vincomo. And I am using Victoria Motto sampler threads. Let's see. There we go. Now, I did make a little mistake on this that I'm not fixing. Basically, I didn't put the color stars where they needed to be. See this? Not quite like that. So when I came over to here, for some reason I thought it was a white star. It was not. It should have been a blue one. So I put the blue one there. I'll put a red one there. And then I'll put another dark blue one over here. And I'll be happy with that. It's fine. It's fine. It'll look just fine. But I was able to get, I forget how many stitches I did on this total. This wasn't part of the 500, I don't think. But I got a good bit done on this one. I got the 750 done, because that was the last one for the Crystal Academy. I haven't done anything for Crystal Academy since. I think they're doing the catch up on stuff. They haven't done anything else. I don't think I'm going to do another term with them, because I'm really liking the Stitching Dead format, and I'm just not into making up my own stories. For stitching stuff, I just want to stitch. That's it. So this one will go away until it's caught on the wheel, I guess. Because I don't know when I'll pull it out again. The last one I pulled on the wheel, I still have not finished the stitches for it. I've only done 200 of the 500, and there's a reason. There's actually a couple of reasons. One is I have been sewing. I bought a new sewing machine. It's a Singer heavy duty. I think it's a 4423 model, and I'm loving it. It's working great. I am really trying to push to get my bags done for before I go to Stitch West next week. Tonight I finished. I am up to 22 of the 42 that I cut out. So they're totally done. All the corners are sewn in. All I have to do is make zipper pulls for them. Now I have another 20 bags to do. I've changed out the thread. I thought about possibly sewing some of them tonight, but I think I need to take a break from it for tonight to get a couple other things done. It's fine. So tomorrow I will get back into sewing like a fiend. What I have left is to show you my last cross stitch. I got a lot of stitchy kindness in the last 2 weeks, and I actually want to do some stitchy kindness back, so I have a giveaway. My next one that I spun was Teresa Wensler's Majestic Peacock. Hang on. Try to put it away. Don't look at my butt. Okay. So it's from the Petites. And she had signed it for me way back in the day. Probably like 2009. No. 2006. 2005. I don't know. But this is the one that I'm doing. It's Peacock and Unicorn in Petites, and on the inside it's called Peacock Majesty. That's what it's called. Now she does have a larger peacock picture. Is it on the back of this one? No, those are other ones. It doesn't show it on the back of this one, but there is a big one with a big old border and everything. So this is one of the small ones. It will not be very large at all. Okay, so if you do it on 18 count fabric, it's like 5x7. Anybody that does a Teresa Wensler on Aida is out of their cotton picking mind. All of the blends are not bad on Aida, but the quarter stitches, blends will drive you crazy anyway. Quarter stitches, oh my god, it's been crazy. And that's why it's slow going. Besides me sewing, but it takes a while to get it in. So this is how far I've gotten with my 200 stitches. None of the red was in there before, and there was a lot of greens here that I had not done yet. And as you can see, I just sort of plopped that there, and I have to pick up and do another 300 on this before I put it away. This is a needle minder that I made. My friend Diane had sent me a pin, and I bought this pattern back when I was really into Mary Inglebright, so I made it into a needle minder. I thought it would look great on there. Little tip on how I dealt with blends. When I made this working copy, can I just show you? This is the thread list. Alright, so what I did was I broke it down by the blends. See, there's a crew, but then this is a blend, and then that's a plain and blends. There are 35 blends altogether. So I named all of the blends. Well, I numbered all of the blends. So yeah, I named them. This is number 1. That's number 2. I did not number the single colors. Don't need to. I got a piece of Osnaburg. I cut it, and I made a whole bunch of blocks, and I numbered them. So, when I come across the blends, I will make them and put them in their corresponding color block. Number 1 is Ecru and 613. I took 1 strand of each, so basically 6 strands. I took a piece of each, and I matched them up. I blended them together on 6 needles, and I put them in the block. And then I used a lot of this one, but I still had some left over, so I just parked it right in there. And then here are some other blends that I've used. I've used 2 of the lengths, well, 1 and most. So that's another one. And it just makes it that much easier, so you're not pulling out the 2 pieces, using it, and then you don't know what to do with it. That's how I did mine. I don't know if that'll work for you. It could not. I might think of something else that works better for me eventually, but this is where I'm at with it now. It's working. I also found that I pulled full skeins for all of these colors, and I'm probably not going to need full skeins. So as I go along, I look to see how much of that color is in the chart, and I've been going back into my stock and seeing if I have a partial skein, and I'll pull that out and put the full one away. I don't want to put that in there. Put this here. Alright. So that was the last one that I worked on. Right now, all I have left is Stitchy Kindness. Couple purchases. And a giveaway. Trying to think if there was anything else. No. Okay, so let's go with my Stitchy Kindness. My friend Vicky, who is reading and stitching, she sent me a package. She's been going through and getting rid of a whole bunch of stuff, de-stashing, and I was able to get some stuff. She sent this great little card. It's cats because her cat Bert is my cat, and she did let me know that at the time of this package, before I asked, she said, before you ask, Bert is laying on the floor sleeping. First thing I see when I see her on Zoom is, where's Bert? So, alright, she sent me a whole bunch of stuff. I think most of it I would like to stitch, and or I might have a friend that might like it or something. Like, I sent a little kit to a friend of mine that I think is cool, but I think she'll like to stitch it up quick. I thought she'd like it better. One of the things she sent me was this Pinocchio. I know these are hard to find. Don't hate. No, I'm not selling it. Yes, I am keeping it. Matter of fact, she sent me the small of the Cinderella. I have to send it back to her because I told her I would not sell it. I wouldn't do that to her. And if anybody were to sell it, it would be her. And when I saw the Cinderella face, the back stitch, I wasn't happy with it. So I decided I would not stitch it. So that is going back to her to do what she would like. Look at Chimney up in the tree. He's cute. Anyway, so I get this one. I'm going to put this back in the box. This, I think, is adorable, and because I'm Milton Hershey gal, this is perfect. I have another one about kisses in here, too. So, this, need more kisses. Love this. It even has the button. I don't know if any of these are out of print or not. I mean, you can look for them if you want. I have no clue. This one is a silver needle, and it says a silver needle and thread so far. This is by Shakespeare's Peddler. It's just the chart. It only takes 5 colors. I think it's cute. Sunflower Seed Halloween Fun. It's 4 motifs in a square. You can make them separate if you'd like. Magic Pumpkin from Ozark Sampler. I think this is cute. They did theirs on, I think, paper. Perforated paper. 'Tis Halloween from Pickle Barrel. It says, when witches go riding and black cats are seen, the moon laughs and whispers, 'tis near Halloween. Look at that hair. I might have to change that hair to red, though. I think the hair needs to be red. And maybe some green skin. This one, it's cool, but you can't see it. It's from Monster Bubbles. It's Patrick Henry. It's the quote from Patrick Henry. I will not do it on that color fabric. I might even change the colors just so it looks better, because I know it has. This is one of those when you first look at it, you're like, but I see the potential in it. So if I could see the potential in it, it piques my interest. And I will read it from the chart exactly what it says. I know not what course others may take, but as for me, give me liberty or give me death. So, that I think will be really cool eventually once I get it stitched up and get it in the right colors. I think the red, white, and blue stars in the tree are great. I'd keep that. The brown tree, that's fine. A lot of these are Week's Dye Works and Guest, and there's one silken color, but I think it definitely needs a different color fabric. I have no clue what fabric I'll use, but I think it definitely has that potential to really look cool. We've had this talk before. Some pictures do not do any of them justice, like the Rosewood sampler, Rosewood Manor. Pictures are horrible. Some of that stuff is absolutely gorgeous, and the pictures don't do it justice. She sent me this kit, Northwood Santa. I love the owl. Sam Sarah design, Everyday Heroes. It says, button up your overcoat, and then it's got these two. I think this tree is just adorable. Polar Express, pickle from the pickle barrel. I think that's cute. This is Primrose Needleworks, coffee crossword. She stapled it. Keep it all together. It must have come in one of those bags you can't reclose. Let's have coffee, it says. Coffee crossword. Let's have coffee. That's cute. Vickery Collection Victorian shoes. This reminds me of my mom actually had an antique shoe that was like that. That's what caught my eye. Another Monster Bubbles. This one's called Pranks. I think this is cute. Glendon Place, Let Freedom Ring. I mean, I'm from Philly, Liberty Bell, you know, do the math. So this is from Dreams of Stitches, Door Jammer series, Beautiful Day. It says, witching you a beautiful day, as the charms. That's cute. Alright. I want to send this to my daughter. She loves wolves. Wolves Serenade. And she can do it in 2 different colorways they give you, but I think it would even look cool if she found a really cool silk or something to stitch it with, a variegated silk. Forever My Heart, If the Shoe Fits. It's the bunny slippers for me. Come on. I'd also wear these shoes with the bats on them. This is a Dames of the Needle. This is a 2003. This is an old one, a simple one. Ghost. Vlad's Vash Day. Raise the Roof. A Gathering of Snowmen. They've done them together. That is ugly. Is it all separate? No. She basically took this guy and did it in Whisper or something. These guys are cute, though. I think they'd make cute ornaments or smalls to make for people. This one's really adorable. It's Count Your Blessings, Cozy Winter. It says Warm Welcome and Let It Snow. That looked like lights. L-I-T-E-S. Backwards. Bear with me. A Spooky House from Fancy That. That's a really tall spooky house, by the way. That's just some banding. I wonder if Susan Greening Davis has some banding for that. This one's from Plum Street Samplers, Salem Sisters 2. It says, Sisters of Mine, yon rope shall they twine round our necks to be gnarled, and a squeezing, yet we have no fear, for our justice draws near. Where they're going, it won't be a freezing. There's that one. There's 4 Glennon Place. It's a series of them. Things That Go Bump in the Night. Goblins, Ghosts, and Ghoulies. Bats, Bugs, Toads, and Spiders. And Werewolves, Witches, and Warlocks. A whole set of those. Told you she's sending a lot. And then there were a couple of designs. We had done a quick flip through in video chat, and I forget which one's in this one. I can't find it right now. But this Stony Creek, this Crazy for Cross Stitch, it might have been that peacock on there that drew my eye, but there's a couple others that are in here that are cute. And she sent me holiday pins number 8. It's a trio. That's what it looks like. He's dancing. We're taking a bow from a tree. Stop it. Spring bouquet. Everybody likes a banana split. Well, most people do. I do. I love a banana split. So that'll be it's got a pin, but I make a magnet out of it. And then these are some season flippets. They're holidays with charm. Okay, so we've got Christmas, Thanksgiving, Halloween, 4th of July, Easter, St. Patrick's Day, and Valentine's. And then she got fabric, and she sent me a yard of this Villains fabric. Look how cool that is. I don't know what I want to pair it with yet. It's got that black and white scheme with just touches of color. 80s. Haha. Ooh, is my hair out? Anyway, so I need to find something I want to pair that with. And then, I don't know if I showed this. I think I might have, maybe. Did I show this purple? This I bought when I bought this fabric from Live and Die, LA. And I bought this thread too. I don't know what I want to use it on, but I thought it was really cool. So I need to put that away. Alright, what's next? I got more Stitchy cards. I received a package. It's a thank you package from R&R Woodworks in Kentucky. Here's their information. They have an email address that I can put below. If you'd like their things, you can email them. They also have a website now. They put everything on their website. It makes it a lot easier for them to fill orders that way. But they sent me a thank you gift of some special wood. He wanted to try this wood. It was a random piece of wood he wanted to make stuff out of. So, and it was the only piece he could get. So he was able to make some of the winders. And they sent me 3 different sizes. Look how cool those look. The markings on that. So I got those. Thank you, Roxanne and Rich. Love those. And then I received a note from Megan May, and she sent me 2 patterns. I think she said, let me read the note real quick. She has these in her stash. She's named me and Belinda, her whip managers, so we have to tell her what to stitch and how to stitch. She needs help. She needs guidance. So she said, she gave this as a little thank you. RK Portfolio, Dragonfly 1 and 2. I think they're gorgeous. Her and I both love dragonflies. These use Weeks Dye Works. It looks like, and Kreinik. Everything is 2 strands of floss and 1 strand of Kreinik. That's what I'm looking at right now. Every last symbol. I don't know if that's a thank you, Megan. I think they'll look gorgeous, though. We had a big giant one flying around out front earlier today. The sun was going down, and there was a huge one flying back and forth. All right. Thank you, Megan. I also got in my monthly fabric from Fortnite. It's called PB&J. I stapled their card there. I get the 28 count fat quarter, and it's the duos. That's almost right. Alright. Purple kind of greenish brown in there. Not one of my favorites from this year, but I don't hate it. I think a good Halloween, maybe. I don't know. I haven't decided. It's not earmarked for something right now, so. But I like it. I'm not disappointed. I have yet to be disappointed with a color yet. I know I think there was at least one more that I was like, I'm not sure, but I might be able to use it. So, one more package here, and then I'll do my giveaway. I got my order in from the whole Stitch and Caboodle, which is Jen and Mike on Facebook. I bought these two hands-on design, Dear Santa and Naughty or Nice. I think that's cute. I bought a few more of the Santas, the Prairie Schooler Santas that I've been working on. I think there's at least, I don't know if I have one of them. I know I don't have that one. I think that one's cool. But I might have one of the two up there, or not. But I bought it because it had at least two that I needed. Shannon Christine Designs, Coffee Break. She sent me a freebie. It's Delft Windmill Mitten. It's a freebie from Cricut Collection. And I don't think I had that one before. I'm not trying to think. I have some of the mittens. I don't think I had that one before. She was doing a live sale in her videos, and I pulled the ripcord and ended up buying a couple of the Blackbird designs. I've been back and forth with this one. It's a Frosty Night Out. I like it. I think it's cute. I don't like the colors. I don't like the color of his jacket, so I've got to change the color of the jacket to some other variegated color, I think. And I'm not too crazy about the color of the fabric. So I think if I change the color of the jacket and change the color of the fabric, it'll look great. And also his sleeve won't blend so much into the broom there. So I got this one. I bought Sewing Club. This one has a lot of great ones in there. It's a big book. Oh my goodness. It's huge. A drum. What else? There's a whole bunch up here I can show real quick too. Another drum. And this one on the back. I was looking to see. I'm not crazy about samplers with all those letters and everything, but there's a lot of motifs in here that I really like. I really do like. I'm trying to see if there's anything else. There's these quick floral ones. That one. There's that one. Right pear. I was going to say it looks like a pear. It's for a scissor box. And they always give you great ideas what to mount stuff on. Alright, yeah, I don't see anything else right now. And Sweet Land of Liberty. There's 5, they said. There's 4 there. Where's the 5th one? 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's find the 5th one to show you, because it's not on the back. That's not it. That's not it. That's not it. Oh, here's the other one. Liberty Rose. Looks like they took 2 pieces of linen and sewed it together to make that. I don't know that I'd do the stripey up and down thing like that. I don't know if I like that. That might not be one of my favorites. Anyway, so I got those. And that is it. I just showed a little bit of a chart. Oh my goodness. Alright, so put that away. And then I have a giveaway. This giveaway. This is a kit. I think I got it from a Chinese site. I decided I'm not going to stitch it. It comes with all the threads in there. I haven't even opened it up. Maybe I did and put it all back. But it's all in there. It's loud. Here we go. It's the chart. And boy, is that color. It's a lot of color. The chart is also colored. Let me see something. The fabric serged. It's hard as cardboard. It's 14 count now. Is it 14 count? Yeah, 14 count. And it's like a gray color, but it's full coverage. So you won't even see it. And the fabric, I mean the threads, they're soft. They're cotton. And I don't feel like messing with them too much. And they're numbered on here. And it's got that big chart, and then it's got it broken down into individual pages too, if you wanted to go that way, and instructions. So, let's see. If you would like to be in the drawing for this kit, and be a subscriber, be over 18, don't say go away. Go ahead and in the comments say something about a cabin. Have you been to a cabin? Do you like cabins? Do cabins creep you out? Have you watched too many Friday the 13th movies to go to a cabin? Just say the word cabin. And I'll do a drawing my next video for this, to give this away. I have to write that down for myself too, because then I'll forget. Because you know I'm flighty. I got issues. Alright. So, I leave. I have to be at the airport by 4 a.m. at Fort Lauderdale on Thursday morning. My flight leaves at 6 a.m. I'll be over in Salt Lake by a little bit after 10 their time. And we'll be doing friends and hangout things on Thursday. And the retreat starts on Friday. I come home late Monday night. I won't get it until 6 a.m. my time. That's when we'll land 6 a.m. around 6 a.m. something like that my time. But I leave at like 11:30 their time at night. It sounds like forever, but you add on 2 hours, it's not as long as it seems. And I think Wednesday when I come back is when I am to do my next video. So I shouldn't have to skip any. So that's a good thing. I am making bags. Lots of bags. I'm trying to get them done before I leave. I may or may not get that done. I don't know. I'm trying. I still have to pack. I also had to buy pants, by the way. I had to buy pants. I'm feeling some kind of way. I have capris. I have shorts. And I have like some yoga pants that I wear around the house. But all my jeans do not fit me anymore because I gained weight since I stopped working years ago. And I just never really needed to worry about jeans. I've got 2 pairs of pants, long pants that I can wear. And I bought a couple more. The 1 pair of jeans that I bought, because I had to go by mail. And I bought them and they come up too high. And I feel like I'm going to die in them like when I sit down. When I stand up, they're fine. They feel fine. But when I sit down, they press on my big fat belly, and that's not working for me. So I don't think I'm going to end up wearing those. But I did get a pair of leggings, and mind you, with my fat ass, I did make sure to get tunic tops so they come down over the butt, and you know, and I don't want it to look like a Titleist golf ball in the back. Let's just put it that way. I don't need more dimples than Shirley. But yeah, so I got 2 tops. One's like a thermal 3/4. I think both of them are like 3/4 length sleeves. I don't even think I got long sleeves when I bought the tops. And the leggings will work. And then I had the other 2 pairs of pants. And I don't know what else I'm going to do, because that's all I got. And I think it's going to snow up there. There's some snow somewhere in the mountains up there, and I'm not happy about it. I hope Sarah and Jaylon can get that cleaned up before I get there. They have a big job. Thankfully, we don't have to do a lot of outdoorsy stuff. I am not going to go climb a mountain or anything, so as long as I can get from the hotel to the convention center and back, and to the shops and back, I'm good. I'm good. It's been worse. I set an alarm for myself, obviously. I don't know if you heard that. So I need to get going. But I'm excited to go. It's today's Wednesday. It's only 8 days. 8 days. So I will get back to you guys in 2 weeks. I'll do that drawing, say cabin, if you'd like to be entered for the kit. And don't forget, don't let anyone steal your sunshine. Bye.